Let's now turn to the Pentagon for more on what the Coast Guard says will be a challenging mission to find this missing submersible with its 5 people on board. Again, 13,000 feet deep. Oren, you're at the Pentagon. Tell us more about the different search capabilities that are heading to that area.
Alex, a few different types of aircraft taking part in this search, each with their specific search and rescue or search and recovery role. First, both the U.S. and the Canadians either have launched or are ready to launch C-130 Hercules. These are 4-engine aircraft designed specifically for long-range, long-endurance patrols. So they're able to stay up for an extended period of time and search the surface of the water, whether that's for debris or if the submersible surfaced and lost communications. So they're likely in charge of that role, given that this could be quite a large search area. Canada has also launched a P-8 Poseidon. Brian mentioned this is a submarine hunter, and that's what its specialty is. It has different ways of detecting the mass of a body of metal underwater, and that's what it will try to focus on. The challenge here is that this submersible is far smaller than an enemy submarine, but to its advantage, at least this submersible wants to be found. One of the ways it will search is with what are called sonar buoys. It drops these into the water, and these listen for any sound or acoustic signature. Sound obviously travels very well underwater, so these can hear for miles in different directions. And if there is some sound, you can use a few of these different sonar buoys to try to essentially triangulate or zoom in precisely on the location of where this submersible may be. Crucially, for these to work, the submersible has to make some sort of sound, so that's one of the key questions that remains here. Earlier today, there was a press conference from the Coast Guard. They said there are commercial ships on the way. They will bring additional search capabilities, and they'll keep those aircraft up. A Canadian Coast Guard ship is on its way, having left Newfoundland a few hours ago, according to marinetraffic.com. It's making its way south-southeast towards the search site, towards where that submersible may be, so it's still hours away, but they pointed out that there are at least theoretically 96 hours of survival capability for the submersible. So, Alex, the clock is ticking. The search assets are out there very much looking to see if they can find where this submersible may be.
Clock is ticking. The search is on. Oren Liebermann at the Pentagon, thank you very much. I want to now bring in retired Naval Captain Bobbie Scholley for more insight on how the search and rescue effort is unfolding. Captain, thank you so much for joining me. We've been talking about the depth of this water, the distance that this search site is from the coast, 900 miles off the coast of Cape Cod, a little bit less off the coast of Canada. To what extent is looking for this submersible is it looking like a needle in a haystack, if you will?
Well, thanks for having me, Alex. And first of all, I want to say my heart really goes out to the crew of the submersible, and also I want to say good luck to all the men and women that are out there searching. But as with any search and rescue operation out at sea, it is a bit like searching for a needle in a haystack. But in this case, unlike some of the rescue search missions that I've been on for aircraft, in this case, they knew exactly the location that they were starting with this submersible. So they have a good datum for where to start the rescue or where to start the search. And that's very important in this case. So they know a starting point. The depth of water causes this to be a much bigger area to search in. So that's going to increase the haystack. But they have a lot of assets on station already with the aircraft in the air, and they're bringing in all the right other resources that they need.